Pending doom and the future of freedom from pandemics. Talk about being pulled by both ends. Dr. Dan will talk about that. Hi, everybody. John Daly here, along with Dr. Dan O'Brien. This is Dr. Dan and Daly. Dan, so you're back from St. Louis, right?
Yes, John, back in St. Louis, back home in my office. So good to be back.
It's good to have you back. Okay, so we have some impending doom from the CDC, but then I'm reading a lot of futuristic stuff that looks like technology and the future is going to be fantastic. So let's dive into both of them so you can kind of give us your lesson. So what is the impending doom that the CDC is talking about? Is it primarily relaxing the safety measures too soon? Is that what they're talking about?
Right, John. So the impending doom that the CDC is talking about is relaxed safety measures because as the numbers show with the vaccines, a lot of people are getting vaccines. So this can really be seen as a positive. However, it's still really crucial as we're getting a lot of spring breakers, a lot of people are traveling to really make sure that we're still taking precautions in regards to safety measures right now.
Okay, so if you were going to talk to the states, what would you say to them? What would you consult and say to them, this is what you guys should be doing?
What I would do to the states, John, I would make sure these three things would be necessary. I would make sure as far as restaurants and bars are at 50% capacity, as well as, indoor gatherings are limited to 25 people. And of course, being a big sports fan right now, we've got March Madness. I would make sure that sports venues are about 15 to 20% at capacity. So I would make sure you would need to do those three things.
Okay, how about wearing masks?
Absolutely. Even though people are talking about you would be if you're fully vaccinated, you still have to wear a mask. You still have that 2-week window. So it's still crucial to be able to wear a mask, particularly around loved ones and those that are immune compromised.
All right, just joining us, this is Dr. Dan and Daly. He is Dr. Dan O'Brien, MD and medical futurist with an MBA and a lot more coming. We're going to tell you about that in future shows. His website is drdanmd.com, and you can check him out also on LinkedIn at drdanmdmba. So Dan, I'm reading the technology quarterly in the magazine The Economist. It gives us a future where we can literally beat the pandemics before they get to us. In essence, our doctors are going to be like programmers where they can literally change the sequence in an algorithm to stop any damage. Do you think in 2 to 3 years we can be that far ahead of these future viruses?
Yes, John, absolutely. I think right now the way we look at predictive analytics and the way we look at algorithms is really crucial. What the literature right now is talking about is looking at, this viral genome as we can kind of be able to predict future pandemics. And as we look at this biochemistry of these healthcare technologies, particularly looking at the genome, it is really crucial. And we've come a long way because of the pandemic. There's been this new era, so to speak, of innovation. And what innovation kind of leads to is more technology. And I think from a scientific standpoint, as we look at this viral genome a little bit deeper, this is really going to tie into nicely predictive analytics as to be able to predict future pandemics.
Well, I'm a past newsman, always looking at the future. One of the amazing things to me was they were talking about that doctors are going to be like weathermen, where they'll be able to forecast, hey, here's where we're finding where pandemic is, and it's right in your landfill, or it's down the river, not too far in your neighborhood. It's kind of like, hey, we can pinpoint when you're going to have a tornado hit. Does that seem reasonable to you?
It really does, John. As we're looking at, again, predictive analytics, as we're looking at mRNA, which stands for messenger RNA, we're going to be able to really predict as we're going to make advances, not only in technology, but also in vaccines as well. So it really is certainly an exciting time right now in healthcare technology to be able to possibly predict the next pandemic to come.
Okay, so reading all this and you and I talking a lot, to me, the lesson is to people, pay attention, take care of yourself now so you can enjoy what's ahead. Otherwise, you're going to seem silly. What do you think about that?
I absolutely agree, John. I think these three things are a must. First of all, everyone gets vaccinated. Number two is making sure that you're finding ways to really ramp up your immune system through diet and exercise. So crucial right now. And number three, please go out, take care of those loved ones, those people you haven't talked to in a while, maybe relatives or parents, to make sure that the elderly, that they're being taken care of as well.
Dan, as always, great stuff.
Yes, great to see you, John.
All right. He is Dr. Dan O'Brien, MD and MBA, a medical futurist. You can go to his site, which is drdanmd.com. And he's also on LinkedIn at Dr. Dan, Dr. Dan, MD, MBA. Dan, thanks a lot.
Yes, always great to see you, John.
All right, folks, and we'll catch you next time.